The W-2s have come in the mail and you've been sorting through all your receipts, those mounds of receipts, and it's time to do your taxes. But before you start, we have some expert advice. Farnoosh Torabi is author of Psych Yourself Rich, and she joins us with more on how to maximize your refunds and reduce your tax return turmoil. Farnoosh, thanks for being with us.
Great to be here.
Okay, first thing, April 15th. That is not the deadline this year, right?
We have 3 extra days,
right.
April 18th. Turns out there's a holiday in D.C. this year on the 15th, so the government has given us 3 extra days. So although I assume many people will be procrastinating, so we have some tips for everybody.
This is the best year for procrastinators. When it comes to getting the best return and making sure that you have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted, one of the things that you can do this year is contribute to an IRA, right? That will help.
Absolutely. Every year you can contribute to your IRA. A traditional IRA, you can actually deduct the investment from your taxable income up to the tax filing date, April 18th.
So we have a little more time.
You have a little more time. The maximum contribution is $5,000. If you're over the age of 50, there's a catch-up limit of $6,000. This is a great way to, as I call it, a great way to invest in your retirement and get the payback from your taxes as well.
And a lot of people would think, well, I had to have done that in 2010, but no, you can do it all the way up until tax day. So that's good information. Are there any deductions that are new that people should know about?
There are a lot of different tax credits and deductions that have been extended from 2009 into 2010. We were sort of waiting to see what Congress would decide, and they finally did at the end of the 2010 calendar year, such as teachers. They can actually deduct $250 from their taxable income for any out-of-pocket education expenses, classroom expenses. They got pencils, chalk, all of that can be deducted from their taxable income. One other thing people should note is the deductible medical expenses. Right. This is something that's happening every year, but I think particularly in this economy with more people paying out of pocket for medical expenses, your chances of qualifying for this deduction are probably higher this year.
Okay, like what exactly?
So how it works is, if you've had, let's say, dental procedures, out-of-pocket medical costs, LASIK surgery, if you had a child this year and your medical expenses went up, again, out of pocket, if they add up to 7.5% or more of your adjusted gross income, all that money deductible from your taxable income. It's a huge chunk, and I think the assumption is I'm not going to qualify, but I think in this economy, we're all paying more for health care. So I think people should think, double check the math and see if you'll actually qualify.
Yeah, take a little time to do that because it could save you some money. I want to get to a Facebook question on one of my sites that says, this is from Dennis Weaver, and what he says is, am I better off using a tax preparer or using something on the order of TurboTax? What would you suggest?
Well, there's a lot of ways to file your taxes. Online is the destination you want to really shoot for. You can do it for free through the IRS's website if you earn less than $58,000 a year. You can also get a great software, invest in a great software. We have one here from H&R Block, which of course the brick and mortar H&R Block. They also have now a software called H&R Block at home. So
is this the fastest, the easiest, and the cheapest way to do it?
I think it's an investment that will keep on giving. You buy this once, and every year you can do it yourself. I think people like to have the hand-holding. They like to do it in the comfort of their home.
Within the application, the software, I mean, there's hand-holding there.
Absolutely. A lot of these different types of softwares you can find at a local office supply store like Office Depot. Or as I said, if you earn less than $58,000 a year, you can file for free through the IRS's website and choose from a variety of different kinds of tax software there as well.
Okay. And getting organized is one of the biggest problems with doing your taxes because you got to compile it all. But also there are some, different types of technology out there that can really help us. And there's one that you brought today that I am fascinated by because I could really use one of these.
All right, this is Neat Receipts, receipt scanner. So if you itemize anything this year, whether you've gotten restaurant receipts or, again, health receipts, business travel, all of those receipts really pile up, and that could be a big headache come April 18th if you're procrastinating.
I'm trying to figure out how much everything adds up to.
Right.
And what will this thing do for you?
So you basically scan your receipts. It basically scans it to your computer, records how much the receipt total is, and then computes it for you and categorizes it for you.
Categorizes and calculates
Yes.
it for you, so you don't have to do the math.
You don't have to do the math. It reduces the error, and again, it's a one-time investment. And
how much does something like that run?
You know, you can find one at your local supply store anywhere from $50 and up, depending on how savvy of a technology you want. But again, I think for people who procrastinate, this is something that can keep you going throughout the year.
Right.
And again, you don't have to worry about carrying the one or forgetting the
and doing all the
decimal and all
calculations. I
that.
like that. Let's get to a Twitter question.
Sure.
Sean Stillwell asks, did I read somewhere that 190 million Americans get $3,000 or more back? Is that how much the refund is this year?
The average is around $3,000. That's huge money, and I think that again a testament to why it's important to file online, because you're going to get that money back so much faster than if you do it with pen and paper. In fact, you can track your refund now within 48 hours of filing online, and the IRS actually has an app now called IRS To Go. And it's free. You can put it on your Android phone or your iPhone through Apple, and boom, you know exactly when you're going to get your refund. It's pretty nice.
Especially if you do get a refund. Let's hope we all get a refund.
Fingers crossed.
To some extent.